Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Good morning, Zoom, guys. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Good morning, good night. Gold with the beautiful sell-off yesterday, guys. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful short yesterday on gold. Took it to the New York session, but who cares? It was an absolutely great short. And yesterday's a fantastic example of why patience pays and why you let the markets come to you. You let the markets come to you. You short yesterday, you made great money. We called all of these liquidity levels absolutely perfectly yesterday. All of the downside levels. Exactly why we said gold would come to here and here. And it wasn't even because of this trend line. We called this whole entire short. It was absolutely perfect. Yeah, and NQ absolutely dumped as well. We were trying to short in Asia yesterday. Dumped. Yeah, patience. Yeah, definitely, Josh. Definitely. You know, yesterday was a great example of why you just walk away. You know, if we had an evening star from up here, we would have shorted it. We would have made money great. But we didn't. So what do? Do we start FOMOing into trades? Do we start breaking the plan? No, we wait. We wait. You walk away, you grab highs, re-break back lower, you take the short, you make money. It was an absolutely beautiful short. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful short. I only got one position on it, unfortunately, because it was overnight for me, so I did take a single lot position overnight, but I didn't want to take any more than just a one lot, so I made 1,436 on the short. Also took a loss yesterday as well, so I ended up this morning, when I woke up $940, which is kind of nice considering I didn't even watch the markets. I took the trade. I just set the alert at the first touch point of the trend line. To be honest, ideally I was trying to get short into here, but because I couldn't watch it overnight, I was like, you know what? Sometimes these second touches can be reversal points. So overnight, I set a hard TP at 77.34. 77.34, right about there, right around that second touch. And I took it out there for I don't know, 130 ticks. I would have loved to have held it down into here, but yeah, because it was overnight, I was like, second touch of the trend line. For an overnight position where I'm sleeping and making money, that's fucking good enough for me. That's good enough for me. And then we ended up selling off beautifully, absolutely beautifully. You guys on Zoom as well. If you remember yesterday in Discord, I shared how we could short this. I shared this yesterday in Discord, how we could take these shorts in the gold chat. Maybe something like this. I also said, sadly, it will happen into the US and I'll be fast asleep. But this is what I posted yesterday, and this is exactly what played out. Good morning, man. On the gold chat, guys, on the gold chat is where I shared the idea for the short to come up, liquidate the highs, and then get back below. Well, that's exactly what we did, and it was absolutely beautiful. If you got 100 ticks out of the markets yesterday, great. Making money is fantastic. You guys on YouTube, if you do want to check out the mentorship, check out the Discord that I'm showing here. You guys can check it out right there. Shared it here, and a lot of you guys did catch it as well, which is amazing. And then where was the after? That was the after. There was the before, there was the after. Right down into all of our liquidity touch points. Yeah, it's true. $1,000 a day keeps the 95 away. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, $1,000 whilst I'm asleep. Yeah, we can't complain. We can't complain. How can I join the group? I just posted it in there, man. I just posted it. Just posted that link right there. Now, Goldie, daily time frame, beautiful bearish breakout. Now, again, guys, you know, yesterday, although we didn't get trades together, yesterday was a very, very, very important stream. What did we also say yesterday, guys? It was a very, very, very important stream. You guys remember yesterday, in Asia, we opened and we were above the daily high. I said I don't want to be a buyer up here. Why would I want to be a buyer above daily high at major resistance? I want to be a seller up there. Why? For this exact potential pullback. And if you look at this huge rip on gold that we saw back in August that we also called, well, you haven't really retraced any of that. So a pullback on gold is very logical. If you take a fib from here, you know, we haven't even got even close to 50% of this whole entire run up. 50% would take us back down to 4,200. Well, there's been no retracements on gold at all. So what we're doing, we're pushing up, we're ranging, and then we're probably going to pull back, and then maybe we get back higher. But we're not just going to rip it from here. So yesterday was a great, great, great session of patience and not FOMOing into shit trades. Remember, when we were above the daily highs yesterday, I said I will not buy gold here. If I want to buy gold, you guys who were here yesterday, if I want to buy gold, I will look for reversal signs here, or I'll look for reversal signs here. Until these lows have been grabbed, do not buy gold. So what do? You pull back, you short down into it. You don't get long signs, who cares? You shorted down into it, you made money. Beautiful. So from here, with gold closing very bearish yesterday, very, very, very bearish. And again, we're already below the daily lows. But still, I'm not buying gold today. Tagged highs, bearish engulfing of the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I'm looking for shorts on gold today. So if we can pull back, great. I want to see if we can short. That was just recapping that move from yesterday because we spoke about it literally all day long. For 2 hours in the Asian session, we spoke about this move. We shared it again in Discord, so you guys should have made money yesterday. Anyone trading in New York should have made easy money yesterday. Easy money. Now, what do we have today for news? I think there's FOMC meeting minutes, but it's just meeting minutes, so I don't know if he's already going to do too much. 7 o'clock London time. What about overnight news? What do we see? Iran backs new oil export routes to bypass Hormuz. Cool. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing setup. It was such a good short yesterday. It was a great short. Yeah, perfect setup. Yeah, me too. There's a few places you could have shorted from. I took the short down here, just into the second touch. You could have taken like this short, like this. Maybe like this. Down into that second touch there. Or here, once it starts grabbing highs, holding 4,400, you could have also shorted here too. If you wanted it into the last touch. I took it from just here to here. Came down, tagged lows, broke back above. We're not looking for longs. Cool, you hold resistance, then you get the shorts. Because you have such nice downside liquidity targets, you know, any hold of resistance, you want to be selling gold. You just want to be shorting it. Even you see this hourly wick the highs. So we did also wick lows, but you didn't grab the lowest points. So until our liquidity grabs have been taken, I'm not looking for longs. So you can see the hourly with this hour was a bit weird. Wick the highs and wick the lows. So you drop down to the lower time frame. You see the 30-minute also breaking back bearish. And then maybe you can short it on the break of the low. Maybe drop down to the lower time frame. You see price break into the downside. Cool. You just start following it. And then take it lower. Be very rich, yeah. Be very rich. See, that didn't. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, if you weren't too sure when it wicked out the highs and lows, yeah, it's kind of fair enough to be fair. I can see it would be a little bit iffy at that point. I do also think it was also good enough to short from here. Like this. This was also good enough just into the first target. That's kind of what I took. Because this candle here grabbed the lows before grabbing the highs. So you also could have been just shortened down into the first level. See here, we came down and we liquidated all the lows and then we came for the highs. So you could have also been short here too. Shortened just down into the second touch. That's the trade I took. That was the short that I took. And I just left it. Yeah, but you can see it was very choppy. Very choppy. But yeah, that's the short that I took. Excuse me. How did you execute the trades? What do you mean, man? How to execute? What do you mean, man? Yeah, look at NQ for a short. Look at this evening star play that happened in Asia that we also tried to short, and you just got ripped lower, absolutely ripped lower. Look at that for a short. I mean, but again, look at the daily time frame. Did it make sense to buy or sell NQ yesterday? You know, we were trying to take these shorts in Asia and it just messed around. But what would you be doing on NQ yesterday? Would you be buying or selling? It was selling that shit all day long. You just tagged out highs of an evening star and closed bearish without grabbing the lows. Now, obviously, you wouldn't know it would come down that low, but you would absolutely have a bearish bias yesterday and zero desire to buy gold. No desire to buy NQ. Zero desire to buy NQ. Tag the highs, close bearish, rip lower. Now look at NQ on the weekly time frame. You ripped weekly highs, now you're back down below the lows. Like, it's pretty damn crazy. NQ sell-off yesterday was huge. I can almost guarantee you would have got a lot of people trying to buy this back up in New York yesterday. It just got squeezed out every time. Trying to buy it back up, squeezed out. Here, look at this. Look at this. Morning star, back down. Morning star, back down. Equal lows here. Evening star, back down. Fake out, back down. A lot of people would have got rinsed trying to catch the dip here at NQ. But for me, the way the daily looked on NQ, I wouldn't take a single buy position yesterday. Not a single buy position. All based off that daily time frame. But yeah, gold, ideally, if we pull back, continue selling. The thing is to watch here on gold, you are already below daily lows. which is a little bit annoying. You make them up for a little bit of a higher wick here on the day. Could you buy it? Yeah, maybe, but it's risky. You're buying against a very aggressive bearish push down. Sell order? No, I just marked execute before I clocked off for the night. Where was I shorting? I was shorting around 89.41. I didn't really care about the entry. What was it? 89, like around here. I was shorting like around here. Trying to short into the lows. I got around 100, about 100 ticks, say. About 100 ticks. Could have got a way better entry, but I wasn't watching, so I didn't really care. I wasn't really too bothered about having a perfect entry. You can see I got short right at the support. Look at that, right at the support. But because I was very confident in my downside levels, for me, this was a big trap. This was a big trap to get people in something like this. So you see this support, you go, oh, why would you sell support? Well, this is exactly what gold wants people to do. Gold wants people to sell the resistance, put the stops above the highs. What does it do? Rips the highs. Gold wants people to buy the support, sit the stops below this low. What does gold do? Comes down, rips the lows. Time and time again. That's why we love gold so much. It's just beautiful. Consistent. Just does the same stuff over and over again. Over and over again. That's why we love Goldie. So we got this hourly open here, guys. You got a bit of a morning star shaping up. You have potential new high of day here. I struggled to sell gold this low. Could you buy gold? Yeah, there may be buys on gold, but it'll be very risky. So if you do buy it, just accept that you're buying against a big bearish push down. That's all. It's not to say you can't buy it, but it's risky, so just be careful. Yeah, it's crazy, Ian. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy, man. It was insane. Absolutely insane. It's crazy how much we just sold off yesterday on NQ. Obviously, we were looking for shorts, but man, that big of a short was crazy. Doesn't break your heart like NQ, yeah, exactly. How do you know what levels to mark up? We went through all of these levels yesterday on gold. Definitely go back and watch yesterday's stream. I went through exactly every reason as to why these were levels on yesterday's stream. You guys, yesterday we spent like a good amount of time breaking down every single reason as to why these are targets yesterday. Yeah, left target's below, yeah. If I do the opposite of what I think I'll be profitable, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not far off, to be honest. You gotta think of what are most people trying to do and how can I take advantage of it? That's pretty much what we're doing. What are most people trying to do? Where are they setting their risk? Where are they putting their stops? At the obvious places? Cool. That's where we're buying it. So if you guys go back to like I say, go back to yesterday's stream. Don't remember exactly where it was, but we went through every single reason as to why we were targeting them levels on gold yesterday. Every single reason as to why they were significant lows. Can't remember exactly where it is in the video, but you guys can go back and watch it. It's very important. Where was it? Where was it? It was a great short as well. It was a really damn good short. Where was it? Can't remember. Somewhere in there. You guys go back and watch it. Go back and watch yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream was very educational. About why we weren't chasing longs, why we were looking for shorts, all that good stuff. So, yeah, definitely worth going back to watch. It's very important. Oh man, hey, what's up? And it was smashed. Yeah, they were absolutely smashed. Downside levels were just ripped yesterday. Absolutely ripped. Made like 54k profit over the limit. That's crazy. Why can't my actual trades be like that? Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Goldie getting a little bit of a squeeze higher here. You make them up and create a new high of day before potential shorts. You can already see here on gold, you've already came down. You've already grabbed daily lows. And you're having a decent bounce right off them daily lows. Yeah, perfect example of the strategy. Yes. It literally was a perfect example. And this is why I stream here for you guys. So you guys can see the plan playing out in real time every single day. You put these levels on your charts yesterday. I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't have made money. When everyone's trying to buy this on gold, what do I say? Don't buy it, sell it. Don't buy gold. This is where everyone gets trapped in buying gold. Look at all these wick rejection. You go, oh, this is easy. Look at all these wick rejection support. I'm gonna buy this support. I'm gonna put my stop loss right at that low, and that's why you get stopped out every single time. So yeah, I mean, I'm open to longs or shorts today. Ideally, I want to be selling off that daily, but the fact that you're already below the day lows, finding support. If I was selling today, that would be my exit. So. What confirmation you look for sells? I mean, that's the game. That's the plan. What's everything we speak about every single day? What's the entry requirements that we talk about every day? Yeah, NQ's on a crazy... NQ, you may get some decent swing long soon. I don't really trade NQ very much. But if you come back down to some lows here from the 5th of August, you could get some big swing trades on NQ. Let me load up my top step account here, guys. See what we get for the day. Let's load up the top step account. Where are we? Oh, we got into highs. Yeah, it's not worth trying to scalp this into that level. It's like 20 ticks. I'm not scalping 20 ticks. Yeah, you may just kind of probably going to be playing a bit of a range here on NQ today. After yesterday's huge sell-off, you may be playing a bit of a range on these markets today. You may play a bit of a range. Let's see. Let's see if I can trade my top step accounts today. Good morning, Glenn. What's up, man? Good morning. A range, because gold's sold off massively. You had a huge sell-off. You're already grabbing previous day lows. So you're very likely going to range. You're not just going to rip up, but you're also not just going to rip lower. You've already grabbed the daily lows and are bouncing already. So you could bounce around here and here. Or maybe you just rip up. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think so, but we'll see. So there you go. Gold up into that current daily high right there. Definitely wasn't worth scalping. It's very, very, very small. 50 ticks is not worth it for me. Not when we had hundreds on the cards yesterday. Now what we do above these highs, who knows? Let's see. Let's see. Because we got one red day so far this month. One red day. Yeah, 30-minute morning start at a decent level. Yeah, it was risky, but yeah, if you like the risk reward, it was worth a shot. Just tag lows, close bullish. A little bit of a long into a new daily high. Like that, yeah. That's not a bad trade, to be honest. It's a risky scalp, but is the risk reward worth it? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Futures already took the high. Yeah, I don't look at futures for liquidity grabs. I always use the spot chart. I don't really care what the futures chart's doing. It's always off the spot chart for me. On the lower time frame, yeah, I'll be on the lower time frame today. I don't think you're going to see many hourly or 30-minute setups here on gold, to be honest. I mean, that right there is an hourly setup. You got morning star below daily lows. Look at that. You're already pushing up nicely. If currently a break-even trader, would you recommend having a weekly risk reward target and stopping trading for the week? I mean, I don't know how you can go from being a break-even trader to all of a sudden setting targets is going to make you profitable. I don't know if that really makes sense. I don't think it's as easy as that. If you're a break-even trader right now, how would setting targets make you more profitable? I'm not really too sure if that makes sense. I'm not sure that makes sense. But yeah, I also think, yeah, you're probably overthinking it. If your setup's there, just take it. If your setup's not there, don't take the trade. It's very simple. Either your plan's there or it's not. If you cherry pick what trades to take of your plan, you're never going to make money. Because the ones you don't take for complete random reasons, because if it's a trade, you should be taking it. But if you don't take it, then you're just cherry picking trades. Well, therefore, if you're cherry picking trades, you're probably not following a plan in the first place. Your plan should tell you if the trade's there or not. If the trade's there, take it. Hey man, good morning, man. Good morning. But no, I don't set risk reward targets. I don't care about risk reward. I don't set any targets. I just trade. I just trade until I feel like not trading. If I don't feel like trading, I don't trade. If I feel like trading, I trade. If I have a good setup and I got good targets, good daily buys, so yeah, I'll maximize it. If I don't, I won't trade. Simple. Simples. NQ below the lows, coming back down in some pretty decent support. You definitely don't want to catch a falling knife here, that's for sure. But you are coming into a potential reversal region on NQ. Bias is just selling, man. Dailies are very bearish. Very, very, very bearish. But for gold, it's going to be pretty tough to sell, to be honest. Because you're already below the day lows. Yeah, exactly, and exactly, man, exactly. Spot's so much better, yeah. Yeah, didn't really start comparing. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I don't look at the futures chart for analysis. I look at the futures chart to press buy and sell, and like that's honestly it, guys. I don't do any analysis on the futures chart. What you guys see me do analysis on here is what I do the analysis on. Not on the futures chart. You got Goldie squeezing up here, guys. Goldie squeezing up. It's a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit of an annoying day today, I think. A little bit of an annoying day. Why? Because you've already tagged the day lows. You're already having a decent bounce. It's not gonna be easy. This is the spot chart, man. This is the spot chart. If you find some resistance around this daily high, great. Maybe there's a short. But where's your targets? Where's your targets on Goldie? Look at that. NQ bounced off a perfect double bottom here as well. Look at that. Interesting. We're into these summer months as well, guys. You know, you want to be very picky with your setups in August. That's why you want to maximize days like yesterday. We have a daily bias and targets. If you don't have that today, well, don't go too crazy. If you wanted to go crazy on trades, that was yesterday. Right, so yeah, definitely lock out the account, man. It's just another day. Especially in August, man. In August, we want to be taking a handful of setups, to be honest. But if you feel FOMO, say, because you didn't get yesterday's trade, yeah, definitely just recognize it. That's all we can do, is just recognize these emotions and learn from them. That's all we can do. Yeah, it's always different. Yeah, always best to do the analysis here on the currency chart. I always do it here. August is just typically a very quiet month. Probably one of the quietest months of the year. But I mean, saying that, it definitely hasn't been this year. Like, August has had huge trades. Huge trades on gold in August. But typically it can be a quieter month. But you can see here in August, where did we start August? August has absolutely not been a quiet month. But because August is typically a quiet month, well, look how much price we've already done in August. Where was August? Start August, like here. Look how much we've already done in August. This is, yeah. This should be a great month of the year, definitely. Should be one of your best months of the year. Look at it. It just, you know, we ripped up, what, 4,000 ticks. It's definitely one of my best months of the year, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good idea, to be honest. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. The markets are booming. But yeah, August for me is usually one of my worst months, but no, not this year. August is by far one of my best months. By far. And I've traded way less. Oh, pretty much spot on. What's this? So this month so far, and this is just personal. This is just personal. For the month so far, up 37,000 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. Last month was, yeah, look, 37,600. Look how much more I traded. So already I've made more this month, trading less. Last 30 days, 52,000. Look at that, last 30 days, $52,000. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Smashing, yeah. Market has just been so good. Yeah, true. If I doubled the size, could be 100k. Start doubling the size. I mean, I did take yesterday's trade at one lot short. Usually I've been trading 0.5s, but yesterday I did open at one lot. Definitely, yeah, 31k for August is huge, man. Absolutely huge. Yeah, no worry, John. Take a break, man. No problem at all. Markets aren't going anywhere, man. Do you factor in DXY before taking a trade? Nah, never. DXY is a waste of time. Complete noise. It does absolutely nothing for you. You think it does, but it doesn't. DXY doesn't show you anything that gold doesn't already show you. It's just noise. Absolute noise. Doesn't tell you anything that you can't see right here. You do not need to trade the DXY. I used to look at the DXY and I completely stopped. It's just crap. It does absolutely nothing for my gold trades. Absolutely nothing. other than make you hesitate and overthink? DXY. I mean, it's quote unquote just the US dollar index, but it's basically just Euro USD. It's like 70% or something Euro USD. It's useless. Honestly, it's useless. Like, do I need to look at this shit to know that gold is going to go down yesterday? Like, what's this crap? Like, look at this shit. You're grabbing lows, holding support. Yeah, cool. You're looking for bullishness on the US dollar, gold shorts. Oh, I could already see that on the gold chart anyway. Nah, don't, Josh. Nah, don't use any no indicators, man. No indicators. No indicators. Just this VWAP line. 52k on micros? No, not entirely. My biggest profit for the month is $22,000. That was off stock trades. That was off some stock trades. I did have a gold trade too. I closed Microsoft at 16.8k and I closed MasterCard at 5k. So they're the two biggest positions. But on my personal, yeah, like I'm only trading 0.5s majority of the time, which is micros. It's like five micros. Got last 3 months at just micros. 0.5 is like trading 5 micros on gold, on futures, same thing. I have never had any issues, man. No, never. I never had any issues. The best month of profit so far? If I was to include prop firms and personal, maybe back in May when I was trading props more. What did I do on my personal in May? I think on Top Step I took like 3 payouts in May or something. So personal in May, May 27th. Yeah, it'd be probably back in May. Or, you know, maybe August. Like right now on, I think 3 of my prop firm accounts, I could take payouts. So it would probably be August too. If I took some payouts this month, it'd probably be August. I mean, I can take payouts right now. So very likely it will be August. I mean, who knows though? If I don't fuck it up, who knows? I could go on losing streaks the rest of the month. I don't think so, but maybe. The reason I don't think so is because I don't think I will. I'm not really going that crazy on personal this month. I'm just being very careful. Like if I look at actual personal gold trades, I haven't taken that many. Like there's a few positions in here, but these aren't individual trades. This is, you know, sometimes adding into the one idea. Yeah, longer periods, but just I never really care. I never really care. Yeah, sometimes like a payout takes me like a couple of days. I don't really mind that much. Even a week, I don't really care too much. Yeah, it will come, yeah. Beautiful, Glenn. Absolutely beautiful, man. Look at that for a view. Only taking 1 trade this week. Yeah, love that, man. Love that. It's good. Nice view as well, man. Nice morning view. Being very careful with my personal account too. Yeah, nice. At this point, being double in actual value for the amount you should make to pass most 50s. Yep. It's quite the achievement. Yeah, definitely. You know, reward yourself with personal too. Like, I'm always taking payouts on personal. Like you guys can see. If we go to, you know, I could also just keep adding to this account as well. But that's not really been the goal with this account. This is the account I've kind of been trying to share the whole entire process for. I put in 25,000. And to today's date, from February to now, I've taken out over 81,000. You guys can see here, taken out over 81,000 with 96 still in there. So I've taken out 81. So I took out my initial deposit, 81,000, And I've still got 96 left in. So yeah, if you're trading personal, yeah, just reward yourself. When was the last time I took a payout? I took a payout in July. And I'm going to take more out this month as well. Because I'm going to America. So I'm going to take out more this month as well. Probably take out another 20,000. You got to pay yourself with your personal. Pay yourself whenever you feel like you need a reward for your hard work. The short I took, man, definitely it was a I was shorting from around here before the first grab. Somewhere around here. Like this. You grab the lows before grabbing the highs. That was my short. That was my short, man. It grabbed the lows before it grabbed the highs. So as soon as it grabbed the lows, that was my take profit. I set a take profit overnight. I didn't even watch it. I set a take profit at 77.34, which I was just a little bit above, like here. 77.34, like around there, right at the low. And it grabbed the lows before grabbing the highs. So that was my first target. I could have held down into these lows, but I was like, no, this is a first target. Is a strong level that I can't watch it overnight. So I'm happy to just set a hard TP there. But you can see it was an evening star. An evening star right around that 4,000 region. So you could have shorted the flip from here. You know, you made like close to 200 ticks. Wow, yeah, look at that for a recovery in NQ. Look at that. Big wick right off that double bottom. Look at that. Crazy rejection. And I don't think so, man. But I'm definitely going to be coming back. I really want to visit Texas, man. So my partner does as well. So I'll definitely come back. I want to explore the US more. Been to Europe enough times now that it's the next place that we want to explore more. So we'll definitely be back, man. Thanks for pointing out. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. After that, though, it was difficult after that point. Like, for me, I like to think I would have shorted it, but for you guys, you know, if you saw this candle wick highs and lows and you weren't too sure, I mean, that's probably a good idea to sit on your hands a little bit, because it was a weird hourly candle. Sometimes it's easy for me to say I would have shorted it, and I like to think I would have on the lower time frame, but for you guys, it would have been a hard short. But I just took it from the first level, and we grabbed these lows before grabbing the highs. Summer's crazy. Yeah, summer would be crazy. Yeah, come to Texas. Yeah, nice. Yeah, definitely. Would love to. Yeah, it was definitely weird. If you called it a day after seeing that, I actually think that's a good trading, to be honest, guys. If you saw this hourly wick in the highs and the lows and you're like, you know what, I don't like that, I'm going to call it, I think that's a win, to be honest. Because it could have felt a little bit 50-50 at that point. It was a very, very tough candle. You don't see that on gold very often. But if you called it a day after that, I would honestly put that in the journal as a win. It's a win. You stayed disciplined. You didn't chase. You didn't know what was going to happen. You just waited. Not necessarily, man. Because it depends how you close. It depends how you close. Like, you could wick out the highs and close bullish. It wouldn't as much be an evening star. Like, a perfect evening star is when you grab highs and close bearish. Like, that would have been a really nice short yesterday. You know, 180 ticks because you tagged the highs and you closed back below. But if you sometimes, you know, grab the highs but still close bullish, it might not be as nice. Like here, you tagged the highs but you still closed bullish. You came right back up again. Yeah, if you saw that, you'd want to sit on your hands. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, I think the nicest. I mean, again though, like if I'm being completely honest, if you took this short, but you took a break even, I also think that's a good break even. If you took this trade but you put your stops to break even, I also think that's smart. At the end of the day, we were just in a shit range. That's fine. Sit out them trades. More times than not, if you feel like you get chopped up in here, that's fine. And who cares about not catching this push down? It's not the only move of August. There's been way nicer opportunities than this. So if you didn't get this yesterday, or you took this short and you took the break even, which I think some of you guys did do, good, well done. You protected your capital when price dicked around for like, what, from 5 a.m. all the way till 3 p.m. Like 9 hours or some crap. Like, good job. If you sat out of that yesterday and you didn't take the trade, that's fine. I honestly think that's something to be more proud of than maybe making the money sometimes when you get in these shorts, because this is what we do. Sometimes we look at these ranges and go, oh, if I'd shorted this range, I would have made money. But if we look back at the past 100 plus trades, does trading in these ranges make us money in the long run? If the answer is no, then fine. Who gives a shit about this move? There'll be way nicer moves, trust me. So if you didn't take this short yesterday, now that I look at it from a neutral perspective, although our liquidity levels laid out, was it the easiest short? Absolutely not. Has there been easier trades this month? 100%. So who gives a shit? Move on. Move on. Yeah, exactly. That getting chopped up is one of my triggers, so I just sit it out. That's, to me, is more impressive than making a dollar amount, honestly. I know sometimes it's hard to see when you're actually doing it yourself, but you didn't react to a habit that usually turns into a loss. That's a win. Not reacting to a habit that usually turns into a loss is a big win. And although you didn't make money, you have to see it as a win, because it is a win. Usually you take trades in this range, you lose money. Well, yesterday you said, you know what? I'm not going to trade in this range. You didn't make money, but you also didn't lose money. That's a win. That's a great win. Winning in trading isn't always just about a dollar amount. It's about reacting to your emotions. And sitting on your hands is also a win. You enjoy LA? Yeah, nice. Nice. I'm from LA. Nice. Yeah, I'll be in LA for only 2 days. 2 or 3 days. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, this was perfect, Sean. Yeah, this was yeah, see, the shorts into the first target was 100% a good trade. It was a good trade. I took the same trade, Sean. I took the exact same trade, man. Took the exact same trade. Because it grabbed the lows before grabbing the highs. Once you grab the lows, then yeah, who knows what happens from there. But yeah, I took the same trade. But what didn't work? Yes, exactly, man. It's how you have to think. It's how you have to think as a professional. Yeah, I took that same short, Sean. Same short, man. So that was a nice short. I was kind of glad because I set a hard TP overnight, and I was very tempted to just leave it down to here, but I'm glad I didn't, because it would have whipsawed me out. But yeah, that was a good trade, man. It was a nice trade. Very, very, very nice trade. I'm just, honestly, guys, I'm just hanging out here. I'm just trying to see what Goldie wants to do. We're just letting price action develop. If you guys are wondering why we're not jumping in trades, I just want to see what gold wants to do. I don't really know what gold wants to do from here. If we break back lower, cool, I'll short. I just need to see. I need to let the market show me their hands, and then I can react. That's it. That's all I need to see. I'm open to buys and shorts. You guys on YouTube, we got 400 people tuning in, only 66 likes. We can get us to 100. We can hit 100 likes. If we hit 100 likes, gold's going to give us a perfect setup. Gold's words, not mine. Goldie's going to give us a beautiful setup. Yeah, so left it again, Glenn. They're like, man, again, if you're not feeling 100%, I do the exact same thing. If ever I'm not feeling 100%, I just don't trade. I just don't trade. So honestly, man, again, that's is a win. 50k funded with a 10k profit bet. Yeah, exactly, man. Let's go. Easy. Yeah, if we hit 100 likes, I'll give you a signal. Yeah, definitely. Done deal. 100 likes and a AI thumbnail. You got yourself a deal. Done deal. What we at? 118. There you go. Nice. Appreciate it, guys. Right, now we gotta get a signal for the day. We can't end the stream till we get a signal. I was down 700, now minus 200. I feel like I have to lock out. Yeah, if you feel like you have to lock out, man. Tomorrow's a new day. Deserves a like. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Goldie's still breaking high here, guys. No longs, no shorts. I mean, NQ is a pretty beautiful reaction. Look at that for a reaction NQ. I'm not trading NQ anymore, but look at that. Tag the double bottom. Look at that for a liquidity level. Same as gold. People buy, but they put their stops just at the lows. I'm gonna put my stop just here, right at the lows. What does price do? Comes down, spikes lows, reverses. It's pretty crazy, to be honest. Look at that. That's a cup you want. Yeah, if you're long on NQ, nice. Yeah, NQ. It's a pretty decent bounce. Me and NQ are going on a break, even though we called it beautifully as yeah. Me and NQ are having a break. It's over NQ. Yeah. Also, stopped NQ. Also, why spend so much time studying gold to think you can master something else so quickly? Yeah, exactly. That's true, man. That's true. Goldie gives us more than enough that we don't need anything else. Once you know, unless you're taking consistent payouts with gold, you really don't need anything else. You know, I sometimes like to have a look at NQ just to see what's going on, but I mean, I could, well, you guys see it, pretty much just trade gold and make money. Like, look at this, just gold. Gold. Look at one NASDAQ trade. I wanted to give it a shot. I made $22 though, 100% win rate. Odd time silver, but I haven't traded silver in a very long time. $7,000 though, probably should. Look at that, $7,000 silver trade. But 95% of my trades are gold. Gold. We are pretty back, yeah. Copper, I haven't looked at copper in a while. What's copper been like? Yeah, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I mean, great buys in August, to be fair. Great buys in August. $30-minute close, bullish, current 30-minute squeezing higher. Look at that for a bounce on NQ. In about 10 seconds? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Is that a quick bounce? Yeah, look at that. Tagged lows. Ripped. It was nice though. It's pretty aggressive, but I mean, look at that big trend line coming down. Tagged lows. Buying up into that trend line. May see it squeeze a little bit more too. Kind of cool. Yeah, long on NQ at 29,501. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. 29,501. Good entry, man. 29,501. Yeah, I mean, 60 points in an Asian session. Okay, where's my signal? Look at the number plate, Aaron LA. Nice. Alright, yeah, we have to give a signal for this. Look at this. That's gonna be the thumbnail when we go to America. Nice. If we don't recreate that picture, it didn't happen. That's so good. I'm trying to look for a bit of a short on gold, guys. Trying to look for a bit of a short. I'll be in San Diego for 3 days. 3 or 4 days, man. 3 or 4 days. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been before, so it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking for a potential short on gold, guys. Again, I'm only looking to play a range. Like, if I do short gold, all I'm looking for is like 60, 70 ticks for a small scalp. Love San Diego. It's cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It was only like a, I think it said like an hour-ish drive from LA. So yeah, I thought why not drive from there and then fly elsewhere from there. I think it'll be cool. I think it could be fun. But yeah, I'm gonna spend more time in the US than over the next year or so. Oh yeah, nice, Jason. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Drop me a message on Instagram, man. That'd be amazing. Wait, what? Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I've got 3 hands. Look at that. Yeah, you're out. You're out, Glenn. Good spot, man. Good spot. Nice. You can use the 4 hour. 15 I wouldn't use. But the 4 hour, yeah, the 4 hour is a good time frame on gold. 4 hours is a pretty good time frame. Has a lot of liquidity grabs, a lot of morning stars too. 4 hour on the currency chart is better though. Like here, 4 hour tagged previous 4 hour lows, closed bullish. There's your big rip. 4 hour right now is tagging lows, holding support. So what could the next 4 hour do? Maybe wick out some highs and then you find resistance. But I mean, if you're using the 4 hour, you're probably not intraday trading. For me, if I've got my daily bias, then I'm cool. I've got my daily bias. I'm looking on the hourly and 30 minute and going from there. 15 minute I still don't use, regardless. 15 minute I just don't use. But yeah, 4 hours is good to have a quick look at. But you don't need to do like super complex analysis on the 4 hour. Like all I'm really looking at is, okay, what are we doing now? We're tagging lows, we're holding support, we're forming a bit of a morning star. Maybe the next 4 hour comes for a bottle wick and we push higher. Like this 4 hours tagging highs, maybe we short the flip. Great. Super simple analysis on the 4 hour. You don't want to spend too much time looking at it. Sensing a move to US? Nah, I'm not moving, man. I think Kate will leave me if we move again. Kate and Sammy will leave me if we move again. No, I didn't realize how easy it is to get to from Australia, so it's like double the time to go to Europe. I've been to Europe a lot. So yeah, I kind of want to just explore the US, go to Canada. Yeah, it's like you can fly there direct. It's pretty cool. You can fly to San Francisco direct, LA direct. It's pretty cool. Yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah, some people like the 15. You can use it. I personally hate the 15. I hate the 15. I don't know how to turn on any subtitles, man. I don't think I can choose what country gets subtitled, unfortunately. I don't see how I can choose. There's no way for me to change it, I don't think, man. Not that I know of, anyway. We got hourly in 15 minutes. I'm just looking for a bit of a closure below on gold. You're wicking out these highs. 30 minutes looking like we're probably going to shape up for a bit of an evening star. So I'm trying to see if we can get a little bit of a break lower, just a small scalp, very small scalp. Been to Canada a few times, great place. Yeah, I really want to go to Canada. Really want to go. Entries mainly off hourly closures, then 5 minute for execution. If we're not on stream together, I'm just trading the hourly. I don't look at the 5 minute. I'm only looking at the 5 minute because we're here together. I'm trying to get quicker trades. But whenever we're not on stream, I'm trading the hourly and 30 minute closure, man. That's what I would really say for you guys to focus on. Don't even worry about the 5 minute. Oh yeah, nice here, nice here. Japan is a, yeah, we're gonna go Japan. yeah, definitely. Kind of very bearish. Nice. See what you did there, man. I like it. Let's see what you did there. Let's see if we get some bearishness into the close of this hourly, guys. Let's see, what would we be looking at? Some bearishness. That's the word of the day, is bearishness. You're not looking for a huge trade. Hourly versus 30 minute? Hourly. Hourly closure, 30-minute entry if you really want. Sometimes you can just take it on the hourly. Sometimes the hourly might not, you know, make as much sense. Sometimes you might need to break it down a little bit more in the 30-minute. But if you're looking for a perfect setup, you want an hourly closure, 30-minute entry. Yeah, 30 minutes, 5 minutes a killer, 100%. If I wasn't, whenever I'm not on stream, I don't watch the 5-minute. Like, never. When I say never, I mean never. Like, I'm never sat here watching the 5-minute looking for entries. I'm only doing it together because we're looking for quicker trades so we can actually trade together. And we get some great trades. Like, we had some great trades last week. You know, what trades do we have on the 5-minute last week? We had these great shorts. We had these nice longs. But again, you know, it was still based off an hourly closure. So we bought on the 5-minute, but it was based on an hourly. We sold on the 5-minute, but it was based on an hourly. Yeah, look at that, Sean. Nice. It's good. Was reviewing last week, and there were 5 to 6 very clean trades, all based on the hourly. Yeah, it's good to see, man. If you have any, send some over, man. I can fire some up. But yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Sometimes, you know, you do have to be a little bit more adaptive, but could you say to yourself, you know what, I'm just going to trade hourly closures with a daily bias? 100%. 100% you could. If we get a bit of a wick here, I'm going to look for a potential short on Goldie here, guys. Again, I'm only looking for a small scalp, and I'll probably just look to take it on a combine, maybe. Oh, what else have I got here? What have I got in this combine? Yeah, because a few of my accounts are ready for payouts, so... all right, I'm gonna sell stop this current 5. Sell stop this current 5. Let's got this 25k top step account here. See if we can just sell stop this 5. Looking for a bit of a pullback here. Oh, nice, Sean. Let's see, man. Oh wow, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that. That was nice. That was beautiful. Look at that long. Yeah, that long on Friday. I missed that one. That was a very nice long. I should have taken that trade. Look at this though, guys. This is what we should be doing on the weekends. This is fantastic, man. Beautiful. Too many tabs open here. What's all this? Let me go to this. All right. Short Goldie here. Let's see. Let's see, gold. This is just a combine, guys. Break a bit here. Yeah, look at that, nice. 5. Oh wow, look at that. You got the times there. Look at that. 5 trades. Monday 6 a.m. Wednesday 2 a.m. Thursday 1 a.m. Friday 1 a.m. Friday 9 p.m. Look at that, nice. That's, you know, that's really what we should be doing on the weekends, guys. That's amazing to see, man. Whatever level we get to, this is what we should always be doing. This is amazing. Took the same trade on Friday. Yeah, the one on Friday. Where was it? This one. This was a beautiful trade. It was an hourly rejection off a double bottom, and then there was this hourly liquidity grab and a breakout. I didn't see that trend line, but that was a beautiful trade. And that's, you know, it's probably like that's like a couple of hundred ticks right there. Where was it here? Here, tags lows, closes bullish. I mean, you could even be buying from here up into that touch. 300 ticks, 2 micros, $600. Like, you know, job done. Job done. Big A Dog, what up, man? What up? Come to Bangkok. Yeah, been to Bangkok a few times. Bangkok's a cool place. Very cool city. Yeah, we may close bullish on this hour. We've got 7 minutes here. I want to see some bearishness come in the next couple of minutes here. I'm just trading on a combine here, guys. There's no setups for me to risk on my funded accounts, unfortunately. So we'll just play around in the combine. Yeah, Bangkok's very cool though. I do love Bangkok. It's a very cool place. Lots of nice. I love the apartments with the rooftop pools. The facilities are amazing. Some people don't like Bangkok because of the city, but I really like Bangkok. Bangkok's cool. Nice, Sean. Been doing it every weekend for the past 5 weeks. It's made me more selective and patient to wait for the clean moves. Yeah, 100%, man. It makes you realize how many good setups that we do get a week. It really does. It opens your eyes to the fact that, man, there's so many opportunities in these markets every week. But it's not every minute of every session of every damn day. You know, whether they come like this last week, you know, you had what, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I mean, even if you just got 2 of them trades, like, you know, that's more than enough. Like, it's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Especially on these funded accounts. Like, you know, you make 200 ticks on a funded account. Like, man, that's, you're talking consistent payouts easily. Easily. So if we're looking at this 1 hour now, it looks like liquidity sweep for a long, then drop down to 30-minute longs. Yeah, definitely. Let's see how we close. If we close bullish, then yeah, definitely. Yeah, nice. Been using Sean's journal this month. It's been really helpful. Yeah, nice. That's amazing, man. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, Sean's journal is very good. But this is what I used to do every. I don't do it very much now because I've been doing it enough. I mean, I still should look at the markets on weekends, but every single weekend, guys, for as long as I can remember, every single weekend, I would be doing back testing. I would be reviewing the previous week. What did I miss? What did I take? Honestly, like every single weekend without fail, I would get up at the same time in the morning when I lived back in Europe, have my coffee, sit down like I would do for London session, and study. Every single weekend, I would do it. Whether it's back testing, whether it's reviewing my trades. You know, I used to even print out my physical trades from the week. I used to print out a blank chart and just look at it and just stare at it. I wish I had it here. Do I have it? No, I think it's back in Jersey. But I would print out a physical chart and I would draw on the analysis. Where did I enter? What did I do wrong? You know, when I used to trade NASDAQ a little bit more, I would print off NASDAQ and ES, and I'd look for the divergence on them too as well. I don't trade that shit anymore, but man, I do everything on the weekends. My weekend is my time to get better when the markets are closed. But now it's my time to detach. But for you guys, your weekends are the best opportunity to get better and better and better. And even if I had a winning week or a really shit week, I still was like so dedicated to show up Monday morning and go again. We got 4 minutes till this Audi's going to close here. All right, so we're liquidating these lows here. We're back down at that VWAP. This is kind of where I was targeting, so we'll bring it down. So all I'm looking for is just a scalp back into that support, grab these lows. So look at that 30-minute now, 30-minute holding that evening star that we spoke about. Tag the highs, close bearish. Hourly wicking back down below as well. Probably even, maybe even just, again, I took 5 because it's just it's a very small range. Maybe even buy back 2. Look, buy 2. It's on a combine. Yeah, 100% Sean. That's how you can outwork people, not by more live chart time or taking more trades. 100%, man. It's the absolute key. The absolute key. That's all this was, guys. Little pull back into these lows, back into VWAP. That's all this was. Very, very, very small scalp. It's the only thing I can really see right now. 50 ticks, not bad. Yeah, yeah, me too, man. Me too. If you overdo it on the weekends, yeah. I don't do it as much now. My weekends for me are important to just detach. But that's again because I still spend at least 2 hours here in the charts every day, every single day. Can you get gold to a new low? Maybe. I'm not too sure, but maybe. W trade, yeah, small trade, just a small trade. We'll see how this Audi closes in 2 minutes here, but it's very likely going to bounce from here. This is all that scalp was, just a retest of this support. You're shorting on a rejection of 30-minute highs, price holding resistance. So you're just looking for a little bit of a scalp here. What we do around this level, who knows? We'll see. We got hourly close coming in 1 minute. So I don't get to... Yeah, nice in. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. Short as well. Stretch, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh, look at that. Straight bounce off the support there, guys. Look at that. Right bounce off that VWAP. So, if you took some profit out, well done. But you had to manage right off that VWAP. That's all that trade was. That's all it was. It's the only thing I can see here. And look at this hourly. So what do we have? We were short around this flip. Could have had a stop in above that high once it grabs it. All I was looking for was 1, 2, these equal lows. That's all it was. It's like 30 ticks. It's a pretty shit trade, but it's the only, not a shit trade in terms of technicals, but a shit trade in terms of the range. That's the only real thing that we can see in there. Great content. Start watching. Yeah, nice. Appreciate tuning in, man. Been streaming for 4 years, I guess. I was a streamer on Top Step for a year as well. But my first stream on my channel was, it was about 3 years ago. And I was the host of the London Open on Top Step for a year as well. So I took a break from my channel, took the streams to Top Step, and now we brought them back here as well. Got out for 400. Nice, nice, good job. Good job. Had that hourly just close. Hourly just... See, holding a morning star. You're kind of grabbing the highs as well. Support, resistance. Yeah, ripping now. Yeah, literally just whips or literally just whipped us out. Wicked us out, and then came back low. Look at that. Oh, I don't really care too much. Just a small trade. You guys new to, if you want to check out the free Discord, there is a link right there as well. If you guys want to check it in, remember drop a like for the stream as well. Hey guys, if any guys are new here, remember subscribe, all that good stuff. We're posting videos every week here as well. Look at that gold, he just got us. Just got us. Oh, that would have been nice. Goldie. I probably would have been taking some more off there as well. Oh, what a shame. Why did we get taken out there? Because the spot chart didn't hit the highs. Maybe it was the films. If we were short from here, it shouldn't have got us. I literally just tapped the open of that candle. That's a shame. Oh well. Only if we held, yeah. It is what it is. It's not the best quality setup. It was worth a shot, but it's alright. It was only on a combine anyway. Only on a combine. $60 though. That's a couple of coffees right there. Can't say no to a couple of coffees, right? Can't say no to a couple of coffees. NQ shorts, really. Let's see. Nice. Yes, a week of Vietnamese coffee and some. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no way, man. It was up $147. Needed 150 to get the payout. Yeah, that's fucking annoying. And now it's coming straight back down for the lows. Goldie, goldie, goldie. Oh, look at that new low of day now. Came up for a new high of day, now coming down for a new low of day. Look at that. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying, but hey. The reason we stream here is because, look, this shit happens, guys. It's trading. It's the business we're in. Shit happens. At least if we do it here together, we see that it happens to the best of us. So, it's a little bit annoying, but hey, it's the business. Was it the most picture perfect trade? No. There's a nice 30 minute. Look at that 30 minute. It was nice. Tag the highs, close bearish, shorten this 30 into the lows. I just wasn't very confident that we'd come down for the low day again. Okay, I'll see you after. Made 750 on the combine. Nice, 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 nice. Banger of a short. Yeah, it was a nice short. It was a nice short. It was a short that was worth a try, but to be honest, I wasn't really expecting much from here. I was like, we could easily bounce from here. I was Like we may bounce from here, but no, just straight back. Look at Nasdaq. What's Nasdaq up to? Yeah, tag and lows. You got double top above. Remember, Nasdaq. You may get some longs. Yes, break even the combine. Yep, nice. Good break even, man. Good break even. Yeah, let's have a look. Carl, we can have a look. Let's have a look. Let me just see here. Bang short. Yeah, if you got it, well done. Good job if you got it. I did not, but if you did get it, well done. Let's see. What time is this? Was it 55? Explain why Friday's low wouldn't be a target. Yeah, so Friday's low isn't as much of interest just because Friday's low was a liquidity grab where you grab lows and closed bullish. So it's not really a target for me right now. The only way that Friday's low would be a target is if we kind of come close to it and then we bounce. Then I go, oh cool, now it's kind of created a double bottom. Then we could potentially get short. But as of right now, yeah, Friday's low was a liquidity grab to push up. But it could be. It could be. I'm also looking at this on gold and thinking, you know, we could easily come back down for just a deep retracement, you know, back down into some of these levels, which then again, yeah, you know, would bring in Friday's low. But it's not so much a, yeah, liquidity low just because it was the liquidity grab. Like we grabbed lows and had that big rip up. What are we up to gold? Look at that for a little bit of bounce off them levels as well. Yeah, big forest support could have retraced. Yeah, definitely. Look at this, right back up again. Remember, guys, we said at the start of the stream, we're very likely playing a range today. Or that we have done. We have played the range. Yeah, and I'm looking at gold on this daily, and I'm like, remember, if again, let's just have a quick look at this 4 hour, because the daily is, you know, we're below the daily lows. Have a quick look at the 4 hour. This is the open of the 4 hour. Look at that. You just wicked out the 4 hour lows. So where could you go from here on gold? You make them up into them previous 4 hour highs. Maybe you come up into them 4 hour highs on gold. Them previous 4 hour highs on gold are right here as well. Where are we? Let's mark these 4 hour highs on here. If you start breaking back to the upside, that could be the next level of interest, which is also that high of day that we just printed as well. Again, is it going to be an easy long up into there? I don't think so. But could that be an upside target? Yeah, it could be. Oh, look at Nasdaq right up into that double top. See, that would have been a nice little scalpy scalp there. Look at that. Nasdaq longs up into that liquidity level that we spoke about. What was the reason for that level? It was a touch of a trend line. Howley's pretty disgusting though. Pretty disgusting, but that was a nice. I mean, what would that really be? Is it a nice trade? That's 20 points. Yeah, if you're in the longs, I mean, again, it's a little bit of a left shoulder head, right shoulder. Liquidity targets. You may see it come up higher too. But if I was in this would be a management level. I don't trade NQ, but hey, that's a nice trade. It's a nice trade. Happy days. Oh, nice, man. Look at this. Nice. Good profits, man. 250, 50, 98. Nice profits, man. Good job. Locking out. Good work, man. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Yeah, just did 500 locked out, man. 500 in this range is great work. From the 14th of August. 14th of August. Yeah, Friday. I think that's Friday's low. Yeah, I mean it could be of interest. But remember, gold is creating a daily range after that massive rip up we've seen this month. So here's our daily range. Here's our daily range on gold. Right now we're at the lows. We're bouncing at the highs. So if we want to short down in some lows, but we don't really want to be a seller down here, right? We don't want to be a seller down here. So I would say, you know, if we're in a big range on gold, we're back at the lows of the range. Well, I mean, I'd be looking for a bit of a bounce at these lows here. Bit of a bounce potential, or, you know, this low. Could you also just see gold do this for quite some time? Easily. You know, you had this huge sell-off yesterday. Sold off, pulled back, sold off. So, could you now create a little bit of space before maybe grabbing lows and pushing back higher? Yeah, I think so. Yo, Aaron, honestly, thanks for showing the liquidity sweep. Owly, I'm on a 7-day streak. Nice. Good work. 7-day streak. Very nice. That's what we like to hear. I broke my streak, unfortunately. But good job. I lost my streak. I lost my streak to minus $400. It's going to be a little bit annoying, isn't it? I've been on a very... I've been on a streak since the 14th of July. And I broke it here with a shitty trade as well. Minus $500 and it was a shit trade I shouldn't have taken. But yeah, nice work. 7-day winning streak is amazing, man. Good work. Very, very, very good work. Oh, what have we done? Look at this Owly now. Owly wicking the lows. Save the template on MT5. That's the reason we do these streams. I actually think I might have done. Templates. Load. Well, I think I did. Let me do it just to be safe. Save. Yeah, I did. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I did it. I'll replace it just to be safe. One thing I don't know what I've done since this template here. For some reason, when I'm in a sell position, maybe some of you guys might know. Let me see if it does it here. If I set an order, like I can't see the line. You know how to fix that? I can't see the line. It's really annoying. You know what I mean? Like usually there's a red line that goes across when I'm in a trade, but I can't see it for some reason. It's really annoying. Sometimes I hate this MetaTrader. That's not it. Nope. Trade history. No, it's really annoying. Look, I've got these lines on. Got the ask and bid, latest price, trade levels. Yeah, that's what I've got on. I see I got here. Show trade levels. See, I got it on. See? Oh, yeah, see here. Is that not on? Yeah, look. See, I've got it on. Trade levels. But the line's not going across. Maybe it's... that's what I thought, but volume is not that. Or maybe it is that. Oh, it is that. Why would you call it that? There we go. There we go. Alright, yeah, good spot. Let me get. How do I get rid of this? Delete. I don't like that noise. Don't do that noise. It scares me. Goldie getting a bit of a squeeze here, guys. Look at that. Look at that reaction right off that daily low. Look at that. Markets are on a ride today. Yeah, nice. There you go. We got it. We got it. What we got here? Look at this. Nice trades. Oh, nice trade, David. Look at this. Gold on the 5 minute. Look at that for a trade. Nice. Goldie right back up here, guys. Does gold retrace off these daily lows and become for maybe somewhere back up into here, maybe? See how here you never really grab these highs before pushing up? Could we see that for a retracement? That may be a worthwhile trade. 170 ticks. How could I potentially get into that? Hourly close. Look at that hourly. Look at this hourly. Just rip down all the lows. Imagine any long-term buyers here. Look at that for a liquidity grab. Right back up for a wick fill into that previous high is going to be also a pretty easy trade. There's also the 4-hour high. Is that a trade we could take? Hourly wick fill. If we pull back, maybe you're now going to leave a little bit of a double top. Would I short NQ? No, I would be buying NQ today. My bias in NQ today was the longs, buying up into this double top. So no, I wouldn't short it personally. I mean, unless maybe you made money on the shorts. Yeah, sorry, unless you made money on the longs and you want to maybe look for another trade, but no. Yeah, I could get a bounce there. Yeah, definitely. Let's see if we get a bit of an evening star here. Let's see if this 5 minute close is a bit bearish doji. Next 5 minute grab some lows, and then we can look for a bit of a liquidity grab. There could be a trade here. There could be a trade here. I will still probably trade the combine. We are still ranging, but yeah, there could be a trade here. Because if you look at this hourly now, look at this. Well, the hourly is leaving 2 equal hourly highs. Well, what do we know gold loves to do if gold's going to have a true sell-off? It loves to wick the highs and then sell off. Well, if we haven't done that, maybe there's the possibility to take advantage of that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right back down again though. So, man, we gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful here. Took almost 20 ticks. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see here, guys. If we wick into some 5 lows here. Maybe there's a long. Wow, look at that. Straight back lower. Look at this. Look at these sellers on gold. Be careful here, guys. We're sat on our hands. We're waiting, but man, these are the days where people can get wiped out. We called a nice little scalp there, but man, look at this range. Fighting it out in this area. Look at this. You got a little bit of reaction off these lows. Let's see. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this 5-minute close in 20 seconds here, guys. 5-minute close in 20 seconds. Let's see. See if we can hold this support or not. Not bad. Not bad grab. Just tag lows, tag the highs. It's pretty 50-50 here, to be honest. Holding the support. I'm trying to see if there's a little scalp here, guys. Remember, I'm just trading combines here, guys, so I'm only trading combines. What are you looking at here? 50 to see if you can get. It's not a bad range, to be fair. Not a bad range. If you re-break this high, you may get some longs. I'm overthinking it, which is never a good sign. But remember, guys, I'm just trading combine here, so if it doesn't work out, I don't care. I'm just trying to see if we can play this range. Yeah, 100%. 30 now looks shit. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good idea, Glenn. Yeah, good idea, man. Good idea. All right, if we flip bullish on this 5, let's see if we can give it a shot. It's a big if, but if we can, I'm going to see if we can give it a shot. Just play the range. I see a bit of a little bit of a 5-minute morning star here. A little bit of a 5-minute morning star, anticipating that 30-minute is going to close back bullish. Close above the previous 30-minute lows is kind of what we want to see here. Does look like a bit of an evening star too, though. Let's make this the 30. Let's clean this up for a second. Let's bring this here. Remember, this is just a combine, guys. Just a combine. If you don't like the range, don't trade it. I'm just trying to play around this 25k account. See if we can scalp it. You're looking for gold to come up into that 4402-ish. 4402. It's like a 80 tick range. Alright, there we go. Let's see. How long we got to this 30? We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. This 5 minute would have to close bullish for me to want to hold this trade. Come on, Goldie. Let's see if we're going to find some support here. 19 seconds. 19 seconds. Yeah, it is in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, definitely a risky trade, but like I said, guys, just a combine play. Just want to give it a little test, just see if it works out. See if you get that hourly wick fill. 5 minute held the previous 5 minute lows. Not a bad sign. What's that hourly looking at? How long we got? It's got a while for that hourly, to be fair. Look at that hourly. You're tagging the lows. You've ripped all the lows, but you haven't yet grabbed the highs. So that's all you're really looking for. Where's my hourly chart there? Shanghai open in 5 minutes. Yeah, nice. What is your size in a 50k account? I mean, your size is depending on your risk appetite. How much I trade is going to be different to how much you trade. But in terms of measuring how gold moves, if you measure this move up here, this was a 230 tick move. So at 1 micro, $230. 2 micros, yeah, 460. So gold, you really don't need big size. You really don't. Gold, you need consistency. But like I said, no one should tell you what you should be trading. I'm not going to tell you what size you should be trading. What you should be trading is completely up to you. I could lose $1,000 today. I couldn't care less. But for yourself, losing $1,000 might be something that sends you on tilt. So, you know, how much you risk is depending on you personally. But for a 50k, you can get great payouts trading micros. A couple micros, 2-3 micros, more than enough. If you're trading consistently, it's absolutely more than enough. You don't need big size on gold. Gold is moving hundreds of ticks a day. You need quality over quantity. You can get payouts trading 2 micros for sure. For sure. 1 is too small. It's not necessarily too small. I mean, if you played this range, you made $185. Like, that's still pretty decent. I like to trade more than 1, just because sometimes if you trade 1 micro, but you catch a good trade, you look at the dollar amount and you go, oh, it's only $100. Let me keep trading. So yeah, I like to say minimum 2. But again, though, like I can't tell you guys what you should or shouldn't trade. But for me personally, I would never really just trade 1. At least with trading 2, you can also take partials as well, right? You can close half and you can move your stops, etc. Now you're waking up here in gold. Let's see, 5 minute morning star shaping up. See if you can get that hourly wick fill. You've got 30 minute close in 2 minutes as well. I don't even know how much I have to make on this to pass. I think I've got to make like another 1,000 or something. I don't know what the max I can make in a day is. I'm not sure. I just had this one sat there, so I was like, I'm going to trade it. Have a play around. Nasdaq still going higher, so I said definitely wouldn't short Nasdaq. Nasdaq still going higher. Oh, nice, nice buying here on gold. Look at this. There's that morning star up into that hourly wick fill. What we up here? What we up? We're up 40 ticks. We're looking for at least 100. Caught the NQ longs. Yeah, nice. NQ longs were beautiful. Good job. NQ longs were very nice. Very, very, very nice. Look at that hourly, guys. Hourly coming up for that wick fill. Previous hourly highs there. This chart here, look at that. Look. Hourly highs. You're up. What are you up? 360? 350? No bottom wick on the 15. Yeah, that's where you probably want to manage right at them highs. Good spot, man. Good spot. There's also the open of the 30 as well. So 30 is opening with an instant top wick. So you're coming right back into that resistance. So managing here makes sense. So moving to break even here. As soon as you hit that previous hourly high, maybe you can even just maybe you can short a little bit there. Maybe let's see. Oh, quick 420, 375. There you go. Look at that. Look at that hourly. Look at the currency chart. Hourly coming up for them highs there. Come on, gold. Just do it. Grab the highs. Let me set it a little bit above just in case you rip a little bit higher too. Gold teasing around that resistance. What are you doing, gold? Just grab it already. Just grab it, gold. Come on. Stop messing around. Got out for 90 ticks. Nice. Good job, man. 90 ticks is good. In this range, 90 ticks is good. Nice work, man. It's not an easy range to play today, man. So you made money trading the range today. Yeah, nice work. Good job. The reason for the trade, again, was a hourly time frame trade. No bottom wick on this 30. Better not come back lower, gold. We've been very patient today. Very, very, very patient. Didn't expect it to work. It was worth a shot. You know, again, it's not a trade I would go all in on my funded accounts, but is it worth a shot on the combine? Yeah, definitely. You're tagging hourly lows with an hourly wick fill. Previous 4-hour highs. You're also below daily lows. Like, yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. It's not the most highest probability trade, but is it worth a shot? Yeah, I think it's worth a shot. Yeah, it's not the best trade in the world, but it's technically as good. All right, there you go. Coming up into them highs. Oh, look at that Goldie. All right. I'm out right there, guys. I'm out of that little scalp there. Little scalpy scalp on gold. What you got? You got about, wow, look at this. 100 ticks. 100 ticks there. 100 ticks on gold. Yeah, some decent squeezing coming in here. Look at this. Look at this buying here on gold. Look at this. So, hey, we said we'd get a signal. There's the signal. $500 here on the, on this account. $500 here on this account. What we got? Yeah, nice trade. Nice trade. Yeah, if you guys got it, good job. Good job. Yeah, nice, good job, guys. Yeah, if you got it, well done. Well done. Like I say, not the biggest trades in the world, but yeah, you're just scalping the range. You had a break above. You had an hourly wick fill coming in here. Like, it's a pretty decent push. It's a pretty decent push. Yeah, 900 scalp. Yeah, nice. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. You guys on YouTube, we got 450 people tuning in and only 150 likes. Come on, guys. We need to get the likes in there. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. If you guys got some value from today's stream, all I ask is you guys drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're here every single day. Every single day. We had some great short calls yesterday. Nice little long bounce here as well. We can get 200, surely. Surely. What time is it? 11:36. I got to eat some food soon. I haven't eaten yet this morning. I went to jiu-jitsu this morning. Went to my knee appointment. It's confirmed that I am getting old. And you made some money here as well. Incredible calm insight. Yeah, always make it seem easy. Hey, it's never easy, man. That is a problem. Yeah, it's never easy, but waiting for the plan to shape up is easy. Like if we look at this, look at this hourly here. You tagged hourly lows. You tagged hourly lows, and started to flip bullish, and you started to go from, you know, the hourly started to go from being like this, below 4-hour lows, below previous day lows, to then looking like this. And when I see this, okay, I'm like, okay, cool. You start coming down, you leave an hourly double top. Great, I'm buying up, anticipating the hourly is going to come up and fill in that previous hourly high, because we know that's what gold loves to do. And you could see gold come way back up into here as well. But for an intraday trade, when the markets had a huge sell-off yesterday, for a long trade, it's a pretty nice quick in and out trade. Pretty decent quick in and out trade. So, I mean, again, you know, although this range has been shit today, it was a shame about the first trade, because the first trade we had shorts down into lows, which unfortunately it did just wick us out. You had shorts into lows, and then you had longs back up into highs. So if that first trade didn't stop us out, like look how well we've played the range here today. Or I should say, look how well we have understood the markets here today. It's not about how much money we made or shouldn't have made. We understood this range very, very, very well today. We had shorts down into lows, then we had longs back up into the highs. Yeah, buys and sells. Yeah, literally buys and sells the daily highs and lows. Literally, man. And before we even jumped on, you could have even had these longs too. Like this was also a great long. You could have had a long here today as well. A very, very early door trade. I wasn't on that early, but you could have had a buy up into a new high of day. Where? Where was this buy into the new high of day? Where did we bounce from? Right off the previous day lows. Here. This isn't a random low. This is previous daily lows. Yeah, decent buying off that previous day low. You broke out. You retested. Then you got the trade. Cool. As soon as you hit that daily high, you wait, because yesterday closed bearish. And then what did we do up here? We found resistance where? Above previous 30-minute highs. Previous 30-minute highs, previous hourly highs, we found resistance. We broke off them 30-minute highs. You left some equal lows here. You got short down into a new low of day. Why were you shorting down into a new low of day? Well, gold had a huge sell-off yesterday. So that's probably the most logical trade. And then you go, okay, cool. And then what did you do? You came down. You created a new low of day. But did you close bearish at that new low of day? No, not at all. You actually bounced off it pretty crazily. You tagged a new low of day. You bounced right back off. Again, retested. You left a double top here and here. People trying to short, risk off the high. Morningstar, long up into the range. So look how much you could have played this range here today. Again, though, guys, you guys on Zoom, please don't get confused. This is scalping. This isn't hourly trades. This is scalping. This takes a whole nother level of understanding of these markets. But you can see, you know, it is within the plan. But this is scalping. This is high risk, aggressive scalping. Not high risk, sorry, but it is quicker in and out trades, playing the range. If you just want the hourly trades, you know, let this go over your head, guys. It really doesn't matter. But this is just me explaining how we could have scalped this range today. Well, how we did scalp the range. It is following our plan, but it does take a deeper understanding of these markets to see it enough times to know, you know, what is this high? What is this low? What's the significance of these levels? Why did we bounce here? You know, I know what every single level is here without even needing to look at the time frame. I know this is a bounce off previous 30-minute highs. I know this is the daily open. I know that's yesterday's low. But if you don't know these levels when you're here on the 5-minute, you're like, oh, what's going on? Are we selling? Are we buying? And you could have been trying to short this, but why are we not shorting this? Because you grabbed the day lows and bounced. So I understand. Although I'm watching the 5-minute here, I watch this 5-minute, but in the back of my mind, I know how the higher time frame candles are looking. Like, I know this is a grab of previous 30-minute highs. Why? Because I looked at it before. Look at this. A rejection of the previous 30-minute highs. Okay, cool. So when I look at my 5-minute, this isn't just some random level. This is previous 30-minute highs that left a wick. Cool. We're reacting off them highs with the downside bearish buyers. Cool. That you take the shorts. Okay, cool. We bounce off daily lows and we start leaving a big 4-hour wick rejection. Cool. I want to buy off them 4-hour lows. Cool. The price starts breaking out. You get buying off that new low of day. You fail to close below. Cool. The markets break out. You pull back. You react. The markets show their cards and then you react. That's what I've been saying pretty much all stream, guys. You let the market show you their hands and then you simply react and follow. That's what all of these trades were. Just reacting and following. You react. You follow. You don't predict. You don't predict longs from down here. You let the markets break out. Confirm. There's buyers below these daily lows. And then you buy from here to here. Like, this is a much better trade than trying to predict down here. Like, I didn't know this was going to come in when we were down here. I let the markets break out. Pull back. Leave a double top. Confirm support. Morningstar. And then I buy. Simple. Stand the rejection move. This one here. This one here. Yeah, so this one here, the reason for this one is it was more of an anticipation trade, anticipating the 30-minute evening star. So when I look here on the 5-minute and I see the candles gone from, let me just actually let's clean this up for a second. So when I see this, what I'm looking at, what I see, yeah, market surgery is needed in this range today, to be honest. This is market surgery. This is just staring at these charts for too many years. When I see this is the open of the 30-minute, I believe. Somewhere around that. Doesn't really matter too much. But this is where the 30-minute's gone from being like this to all of a sudden, you start getting a pretty decent reaction off the previous 30-minute highs. So the 30-minute's gone from looking bullish to, okay, the 5-minute's breaking back down below. So this is going to be the point where the 30-minute has gone from, let me do this properly. This was the previous 30-minute, and then this 30-minute has opened, and it's come up like this, and it's starting to leave a wick. So it's starting to leave a wick above that previous 30-minute high. That's what this is starting to do. This right here, this is what it's starting to do. This. So when I see this, I'm basically anticipating that this candle is going to go from this to all of a sudden, wrong tool, all of a sudden, looking like this. And we're going to start to get that bearish breakout. And we're going to start to get that evening star to come right back down into the lows. So when I see this 5 minute closing bearish off them lows, that's where I'm anticipating that 30-minute evening star. So when I see price breaking down, you know, look at the time. It's 1:45. 1:45. So we're halfway through that 30 minute. So 30 minutes gone from being bullish to here we are now. Here's the open. Here's the current price. Well, this part from here to here on the 30 minute is leaving that nice wick rejection. Where? Above previous 30 minute highs. So isn't that the start of a evening star? Absolutely. So you're trying to get the short, anticipating that evening star is going to hold. Out for 160 ticks. Yeah, nice work, Sean. Nice work, man. Yeah, same trade as Friday. Yeah, definitely. It was the same trade we took on Friday. Yeah, definitely. Except Friday we got the close, which it was a bit easier because we had the close, then we reacted to the evening star. This was a trade anticipating the evening star, which you guys don't need to worry about either. But yeah, if we look at the trade that we took on Friday, where was the trade we took on Friday? Here. Yeah, we took this trade on Friday together as well. See, that was more reacting to the evening star. We tagged the highs, we held resistance, and then we got short. Whereas today I was shorting anticipating that. But again, guys don't need to worry about them trades. You need to worry about the ones where you tag highs, hold resistance, and short these ones. This is just if you've been looking at it for a while. But if you look at this shit, you go, how on earth did you trade this? Again, it's just understanding these levels. So yeah, this is, you know, it needed a lot of breakdown here today. But is it what I recommend for you guys who are trying to get the plan down? No, not at all. Don't even worry about it, guys. But still, though, you know, it will make sense more. The more you watch it, it makes sense. If you sometimes want the quicker scalps because you know gold's got a range there, cool, you can take them. But for now, worry about the ones like Friday, the easy trades. Cheers, man. Yeah, of course, no problem. No problem. Yeah, that's my head, to be honest. My head breaking this down. But if it hurts your head, yeah, honestly, guys, like these aren't the trades that I want you guys to worry about, honestly. You can let me break these down together on stream, but for you guys, I don't want you guys to worry about trying to take these trades in all honesty. I really don't, so. The only trade that you maybe should have worried about, not worried about, that you could have focused on was this one. Because this one you had, if we make it simple, you had a bounce off the daily lows. So daily lows shaping up for a bit of a morning star, and you left a double top, which was an hourly wick fill. This is the only real one that you should probably be worrying about. This one and this one. These two. This one, I mean, I guess you can understand this as well. Maybe I'm making it sound harder than what it is, but yeah. This one, buy up into daily high off a rejection of the daily lows. This one, 30-minute evening star short, bearish daily bias. This one, an hourly wick fill, 5-minute morning star. Yeah, that's the thing. That's true. Yeah, the bias was definitely more neutral. Well, no, sorry. The bias was more bearish today. More bearish, but a little bit neutral. Yeah, micro. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this one, the daily bias was more bearish because yesterday we closed very bearish. So yeah, the shorts were nicer. I didn't know you would come this low. But the shorts were nicer just because the daily is so bearish. And we could have easily just continued selling off, but we didn't. We held the lows and then we broke bullish. Then you can react again. But yeah. With that being said, guys, you guys on YouTube, 400 plus people tune in. Remember, guys, drop a like for the stream, subscribe. We'll be here same time again tomorrow. I'm going to lock in the nice green day here today. If you guys did get value from today's stream, all I ask is you just drop a like, subscribe. Hopefully, you guys did learn something. Even if you didn't just follow along, the goal here is to learn the plan and not just try and copy signals. So we'll be right back again tomorrow. I'm going to go enjoy some sun, go have some breakfast in the balcony, and trade safe for the rest of the day, guys. I will see you guys same time again tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. right before we go, this is what this is what was needed for gold today. We should have put this as the thumbnail today. Look at that. That is what gold absolutely needed today. Nice. All right, guys. I'll see you Zoom guys on Discord later on. Trade safe, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers, guys.